Alright guys, so I've seen a lot of discussion recently about which summonable LR in Dokkan is the best. You know, which one hits the hardest, which one hits the lightest, which one is the worst, best, all of that. All of this is constantly discussed. So I figured it would probably be a good idea to do a video where I show every summonable LR's maximum attack potential in one video. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all of these LRs, these are all of the summonable LRs currently in Dokkan, and we're going to see what their maximum attack stat is on, whatever their best team is, right? Now, some rules we're going to do. Number one, I'm not going to use any attack boosting items, right? We're just going to go strictly with what their attack stat will be, with their links and support type passives, things like that. Number two, I'm only going to use units that are on the leader skill of whichever team they're best on. So we'll use LR Goku and Frieza, for example, right here. Their leader skill is the representatives of Universe 7 category, and I believe it's super tech units, right? So we can go ahead and use those two types of units, to maximize their potential, right? But I'm not going to use something like Turles, who does not fit on the leader skill. The third thing I'm going to do is I am going to make sure each LR has their best key value for this. So I'm going to make sure LR Majin Vegeta is at 17 key for his super attack, or I'm going to make sure LR Bojack is at 24 key for his super attack. Now, this is going to help out some, summonable LRs who struggle for key more than others, like LR Trunks, but, I just wanted to see what every unit is capable of doing. Also, I'm going to try and be as unbiased as possible and just, do like the, best attack stats. So what we're going to do, we're going to hop into it right now. We're going to start with the unit with the lowest attack stat and then move in reverse order all the way up to the unit that has the highest attack stat from all these summonable LRs. Alright guys, so now we're going to look at LR Broly, the OG STR LR Broly. We're going to be using him on the double, new physical full power Super Saiyan Broly on, two of him as the leader. Double 170% leader skill we got going here. We got Turles on rotation. We have the OG LR Broly linked up with the new Broly. They share pretty much the same link set, so things like, Super Saiyan, Fierce Battle, and then also Saiyan Warrior Race are all being active. Plus, we are actually below 50% HP, so the Berserker link will be active, which is an additional 20% attack link, so that's good. We also got Turles on the rotation, so this right here should be LR Broly's best rotation right here, maximizing his attack set. Okay, Turles took a little bit more damage than I would like, considering there's a Nurse Chi-Chi active. Turles, please! 3.2 million is the new highest number for Broly. Okay, but do keep in mind, do keep in mind that he does have a guaranteed additional super attack following that. So even though that number might be a little low, just that number doesn't really, paint the full picture of what LR Broly is able to provide. So there we go. 3.2 is what LR Broly was able to put up. Alright guys, so here we should have LR Trunks and his best situation. We have him linked up with LR Vegeta Blue because that will give Trunks his only 2 attack links, Super Saiyan as well as Legendary Power. We also have Trunks linked up with the only real support unit on the future category team, a double 170% team, which is where I believe Trunks will output his max damage, right? So we have this support unit, Trunks right here, the Father-Son Galacon one. He gives 25%. He also gives a slight attack modifier on his super attack. That's why we've got him going first. So without further ado, let's see what LR Trunks can put up. Remember, too, that LR Trunks has a 50% chance to crit from his passive. So, his actual numbers of damage he could put up are bigger than what his attack stat will indicate, right? So keep that in mind, that, he is one of those units that is difficult to judge just off of attack stat alone. And 3.3 million is where LR Trunks will get at the rainbow level. He didn't crit right there, but keep in mind he can crit. And then that would allow him to output some big damage numbers way over what his attack stat would indicate. Alright guys, so here we have LR Bardock. Now unfortunately for LR Bardock, he is restricted only to a 130% leader in Evolution Blue Vegeta. So we are on that double, 130% leader skill here. Now LR Bardock, as you guys can see, I've used no items, so this is more of probably a consistent thing you can actually, expect to see LR Bardock being with full ki. So we have him with Great Ape Tora here. Great Ape Tora is another support type unit, plus he also activates Bardock's important attack link, which is Saiyan Pride, which is a 15% attack link. Bardock, will have his full passive, 24 ki. This is definitely the optimal situation for LR Bardock right here. So let's see what Bardock is able to go ahead and produce in this situation right here. And LR Bardock gets 3.5 million. That appears to be about the heights of what our boy LR Bardock is capable of outputting right now. Alright guys, and here we have the newly released LR Trunks and Mai on what I think will be their best team and situation. Now, LR Trunks and Mai is actually a really wonky card, so I've had to test several different setups. I think this is probably going to be their best one. I'll continue testing, and I'll make sure that the actual best attack set they can get is in this video. But right now, what I've come up with is Super Saiyan 3 Bardock in the first slot, with his full support passive active, the extra 40%. We got the Supreme Opie of Time in the last slot. Now, here's the thing with her. She can give 40% attack, but there's no way to know until we actually see LR Trunks and Mai attack. So, I will make sure that we get the attack stat here that has her with her full passive active, right? Now, LR Trunks and Mai, this, I think, is the only team that really they have a chance of getting their highest attack stat, because they also work on the future team, but they need time traveler category units to give them extra attack. That gives them a total of 140% attack. But on the future team, the other category team they're on, future Gohan, the leader, is not actually part of the time traveler category. So, they can only get up to a max of 120% over there. So I think this should be their best situation. We got them at their max key. I guess hopefully Super Saiyan 3 Bardock does not finish off this Super Saiyan 2 Bardock. But if he does, I'll just, reset and we'll see this situation again. Okay, so sure enough, he did. Okay, so this time will definitely give us the best sort of situation for LR Trunks and Mai. I just kind of re-showed this part just so you guys could see that we were below 70% HP to activate Bardock's support type passive. And I'm just healing just for the extra little oomph I would need to survive this attack right here. So let's see what LR Trunks and Mai are able to put up. Time Traveler team, Bardock's passive active. It looks like the Supreme Opie of Time has both of her passives active as well. 3.99. Alright, it looks like they're able to get in just a shade under a 4 million attack stat. Okay, so looks as though that is the best output that LR Trunks and Mai is capable of, outputting right there. Alright guys, so I think I've cracked the code to get LR Gogeta's best super attack. Now, just like LR Super Vegeta, I'm not going to be getting their transform states, because it is a bit wonky at that point, with LR Gogeta being effective against all types, plus LR Vegito being able to counter everything. The attack stats aren't really the truest total of what they could do anyway, plus it's very difficult for them to transform, right? Most of the time, you won't see it. Now, we're on the double LR Gogeta-led team. Blue Gogeta did also come out, but there's not as many units that are good to optimize LR Gogeta's, full attacking stat. I did already test it out with LR Gogeta actually linked up with LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, because they share many links like Kamehameha, Experienced Fighters, and Super Saiyan. But I think this should be the best rotation for LR Gogeta right here, because Super Saiyan God Goku is giving them Kamehameha, Super Saiyan, and Fierce Battle. Plus, of course, we also have the 40% attack buff from the, Mystic, Kai Gohan right here that we have going on. So let's see what LR Gogeta is able to bust out in this situation right here. 4.4. Wow. Okay, that's actually quite a bit higher than I was expecting. All right, LR Gogeta, not bad. That is not bad at all. All right, guys, so this took a lot of setup, but this should be LR Cell's best rotation right here. So LR Cell gets 90% attack at the start of turn, then he gets an additional 10% attack per enemy on the map. We're getting the full 50%. I've never seen more than 5 enemies at any given time in a Dokkan fight, so the extra 50% from his passive right there. We have the important attack links that Cell has active. Big Bad Bosses, Legendary Power, and Fierce Battle, all active. Plus, we have the Supreme Opie of Time around. She can... I think I used an item here. We should be fine anyway. So, Supreme Opie of Time... She should be able to give us a nice little 40% buff to Cell. We got Cell at his complete full key, and he also does raise attack on Super. So Cell is up there at 4.5. Okay, that's actually a little bit higher than I was expecting to get from LR Cell. I will take that. Goodbye, Mr. Cooler, my boy. Alright guys, so here we have LR Trunks and Goten on the Majin Buu Saga team. So they're getting a double 130% to their attack. I feel like this is probably the best rotation we're going to get out of them. With the Super Saiyan 2 Adult Gohan, he gives 35% to attack from his passive. Plus he also has the Z Fighters link with LR Trunks and Goten, which is a 15% attack link. So he's giving them 50%. And Physical Kid Buu is also giving them 50%. So they're basically getting 100% extra attack from the other 2 units on the field. So LR Trunks and Goten should be able to hit very hard, especially since their passive, their attack buff gets applied, when performing a super attack. Now the only thing that might happen here, let's see what their maximum attack set is. 4.5. Wow, okay. That's a little higher than I was expecting. That's really good. On a double 130%, they're quite impressive. Now, here's the thing. LR Trunks and Goten can get higher than that because there's a 30% chance that they transform into Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks instead. And he greatly raises attack, for 1 turn, basically when he comes out. So, I might try and get that as well in the video, but for my sanity, we might just look at Super Saiyan 1 Gotenks. Because it actually could take hours to get that. We'll see. Let me get the rest done, and we'll see if we can get the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks as well. Alright guys, so now we have LR Goku and Vegeta, otherwise known as LR Super Vegeta, one of the 3-year anniversary units. Now this will actually take a lot to explain, so let me get through this quick. First off, their leader skill gives 90% and 3 key to int types. So I think that this will be the best sort of rotation to get maximum power from LR Super Vegeta / Goku and Vegeta. On their own team, the Patara team, a double 170% leader skill, right? So Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, we're below 70% HP, so his 40% attack buff will kick in. Plus, we also have the LR free-to-play Super Battle Road Goku. He gives 30% attack and defense to Superclass allies, and then an additional 20% when below 50% HP. So the Super Battle Road Goku is giving a massive 50% attack buff. We're actually going to lead off with him, by the way, because he also gives a little bit of a damage modifier on his 18-key super. So I think we should be able to maneuver things to where this is going to go real good here. So here, let me do this, and then we will have LR Goku and Vegeta do that. Again, I want to make sure that they get their 24 key, and we're also going to make sure that the LR Goku gets his 18 key super for the Superclass allies attack 30% buff, right? Then, of course, again, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock is giving that 40% buff. Plus, many of LR Goku and Vegeta's links are active, such as Super Saiyan, Experience Fighters, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. All of those links will be active right here. Let me pop a King Yama here just to be safe, because this AGL Broly could hit kind of hard. So, okay, so we should be all set up for their maximum damage potential. Last thing I want to add, we're not going to be looking at the attack stat of the transformed version for LR Vegeta and Gogeta. If there's really a desire for it, I could do it in a separate video, but it's so impractical that they will ever fuse. 6 turns under 50% HP is not common. Plus, it's very difficult to quantify exactly how much LR Vegeta and Gogeta contribute to the team, because of the fact that LR Vegeta is doing counters. You know, he could do a million counters in any given turn, and then LR Gogeta is effective against all types. Both are very hard to, you know, sort of quantify just in an attack stat, right? So, all of that has been said, all of it's done. This should be definitely, by far, the highest number that I've ever seen for LR Super Vegeta, and probably a lot of people as well. You know, this, I mean, it's reasonable that you could run this LR Goku on this team and maybe Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. 4.8, okay, that's very surprising to see them get up that high. Now, of course, it's, you know, not as impressive as many other, you know, units we might see, but remember, LR Vegeta, they have a lot, you know, the leader skill, defense, the transformation potential. That's kind of one thing to consider with, like, LR Goku and Vegeta, or the Vegeta unit, and also with LR Gogeta. So, alright, so there was LR Vegeta, up past 4 million attack stat, not bad. Alright guys, so now we're going to go ahead and take a look at LR Bojack in his best situation, which is here on the Double Broly movie boss / full power team. LR Bojack is a very good LR. He was underrated for a long time, but I do think people can properly appreciate his value now. So I think this will be his best rotation. Now hear me out on this, right? Usually you do want LR Bojack to be linked with another Bojack. They share in a tremendous amount of links, right? But in terms of just getting Bojack's best attack stat, there's only one link he would have, Galactic Warriors, which he's not able to get right now. The Galactic Warriors is a 20% attack link, but Golden Frieza, it gives a 30% attack from his passive, plus a little attack modifier from being able to super first, right? Then Bojack's other big-time attack links, Thirst for Conquest and Big Bad Bosses, Turles has those. So we don't actually need to have a Bojack here to get LR Bojack with his maximum potential. Now, in order for this to work, Big Bad Bosses does need to be active, and we have to go into the rotation with full HP, because Bojack gets more attack the higher health is. So, we may not get it this exact time. If we don't, I will just cut until we get what we want. Basically, I need Frieza to take enough damage that Big Bad Bosses activates, but here's the thing. Frieza is an incredibly tanky unit for a free-to-play support type unit. So that's why we're on the Jiren event, because Jiren could definitely do enough damage if he super attacked that Golden Frieza. We got Bojack at his maximum. If Frieza does not take enough damage, again, you know, I will just cut straight to what a Bojack's attack stat is going to be. Okay, that's good, but yeah, we're going to need a super attack for sure. So Frieza gives a slight attack modifier to Bojack right there. And, okay. He did not super. 4.3 million is good, but we can do better. Alright, this is definitely going to be it. Yes, the new Broly easily does enough damage, and he lowered Golden Frieza's defense. Okay, perfect. So, now we're going to be able to see LR Bojack's best super attack. This took a really long time to set up. 5.2! Whoa! So, yo, Big Bad Bosses makes such an increase. Yo! Whoa! Bye, Broly! Whoa! Alright, guys, so now we're going to go ahead and take a look at LR Majin Vegeta, who is going to be on a revived warrior team. Double 170% from Angel Golden Frieza. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be his best rotation. He's going to have several links active with Super Saiyan 2 Bardock, such as Super Saiyan. They have Saiyan Pride, which is a really big 15% attack link. Plus, Bardock also gives a 30% attack buff. And then Kid Buu is giving a 50% attack buff. And then, of course, LR Majin Vegeta also gets a 150% attack buff when performing super attack. So, supports really build him up. On top of that, we also have LR Majin Vegeta at 17 ki, which is his single most damaging number of ki that he can get, because he actually has Mega Colossal for his 12 ki super and only Colossal for his 18 ki super. So let's see what LR Majin Vegeta can do. Hint, hint, it's going to be very, very high. And it is 5.6 million. Goodbye. Yeah, LR Majin Vegeta is pretty good because you only got to get 12 ki with him, unlike a lot of the other LRs. Majin Vegeta will fire out those super attacks very quick, very easy, doing that much damage. LR Majin Vegeta, that was very, very good by him. Alright guys, so here we have LR, Beerus, and Whis. We're going to be using them here on the double Broly, full power, and movie bosses team, of course. With this rotation with Tech Beerus and Turles. Now, I have tried a couple different variants just because I was curious. I was thinking there was a possibility that LR Beerus would do more damage with Goku and Frieza on rotation because he has prodigies as well as giving the 30% attack and defense via his passive. But just the pure links that Tech Beerus has does actually allow LR Beerus to do more damage. So this is the best rotation for LR Beerus. We got him at max key, and then of course we have fulfilled the other quota we have to, which is allow LR Beerus and Whis to be hit before they attack, but you know, there is one right there. So here's LR Beerus and Whis at their max power, 5.9 million. Let me say this, as they do 10 million damage. After Tech Beerus's EZA, LR Beerus was no longer in the discussion for worst summonable LR. It's not even close anymore. Because this rotation, they do way too much damage, they defend way too good, and they heal really good as well. But there is the strong damage by LR Beerus and Whis right there. 5.9. Very good. Alright guys, here we have LR Goku Black and Zamasu. We're going to have them on a double LR Super Vegeta lead. Both of them giving 170%. I think this rotation will give us the maximum for LR Goku Black. I have LR Goku Black and, you know, and Zamasu, right? With their passive fully built up. So they've been attacked 4 times, giving them the maximum 120% attack buff they could have. We're going to have SCR Rose Goku Black go first, because he does give a slight attack buff on super attack. So by doing that, that'll raise LR Goku Black's damage up just a little bit, which obviously will be very helpful. He gives, 30% for 1 turn to extreme class, so that will be very useful. Of course, we want to make sure that LR Goku Black has max 24 ki, so let's go ahead and make sure that is done. You know, for all of these, I want to make sure that they all have got 24 ki supers, which he's got. And then we also have AGL Western Supreme Kai here, who gives a 40% attack buff to Realm of Gods units. Even though we're on the Potara team, AGL West Kai will give that massive attack buff. So, this should be LR Goku Black's best rotation right here. Wow, SCR Rose, 2.6 million. This is a very, very good rotation by the two of them. 6.1! What? Whoa! Okay. I also forgot to mention, I guess I should mention, wow. That was very surprising that they had Nightmare, Fierce Battle, and Big Bad Bosses active with SCR Rose Goku Black. Nightmare is 10%, Fierce Battle is 15%, and Big Bad Bosses is 25%. I had no idea LR Goku Black could hit that hard. Wow. Considering his defense and his healing as well. Oh, dude. Alright guys, so now we're looking at LR Gohan. Now, LR Gohan is going to be a very difficult unit to sort of properly get like what an estimate of his max attack stat is, just because LR Gohan is a nuker, right? He gets 18% attack for every key sphere obtained. So, you know, at what point is it too far to try and see how high he can go, right? So we have him on the new Broly team, the full power plus movie boss team. It's a double 170% attack lead. We've also got Kefla here, who created a bunch of physical key spheres. I think what I'm going to allow us to do here, I want to also pop this King Yama, since I don't have any healing items, but I think what we're going to do is I'm going to use this, which will change blue key spheres to red key spheres, and then I'm also going to do this one, which will change red key spheres to physical key spheres. So I think we're going to go ahead and rock that, and then we'll see what our boy LR Gohan is capable of doing at this point. Basically, LR Gohan's important key links, or excuse me, his important attack links are active. Super Saiyan from Kefla, Fierce Battle from Turles. Plus, of course, he does also have the 40% attack buff from Turles. So let's see what LR Gohan is able to get with, I don't know, maybe half the field of orbs, or a bit over half the field of orbs. Kefla seems very impressive on the this team, by the way, as well. I'm actually quite, you know, what you get, like 3 orbs, and she's at 1 million? That's pretty good. that's quite good for Kefla, man. Kefla is a very strong unit. All right, so let's see what LR Gohan is able to get up to in this situation. 6.2. All right, well, y'all let me know if you think that was unfair for LR Gohan or what. Maybe I could do a separate video sort of breaking down different situations for LR Gohan. But I feel like that was kind of a good sort of guesstimate or estimate of what LR Gohan is capable of doing. Remember, he also does greatly raise his attack on his 18 key super, which we saw right there. So there we go. There was LR Gohan. Alright guys, so the next LR we're going to take a look at here is LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. He will be on a double Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, led team, Super Saiyan 3 category team, double 170% attack buff. LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku's best situation should be this right here. In between 2 Super Saiyan 3 Bardocks, both with their passives active. That's very important. So Bardock gives superclass allies 40% attack when HP is 70% or below. So we have both of that active right now. Plus, many of Super Saiyan 3 Goku's links are active, such as Super Saiyan, Experienced Fighters, and Limit Breaking Form. So many of his attack links are going to be active. We will go ahead and get LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku to his maximum key value right there. Oh, one more, so let's just go ahead and pop a quick shoe item, and that will get him to maximum key. Again, I am not using any attack buffing items or anything like that, but I will be using items just to make sure that we have our maximum key value for the LRs, just to see what they can do there. So, this will be LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku's best rotation. I have done this before on the channel a while back. I believe LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku's attack set will be 7.7 million. I believe that is what he is able to get up to on this rotation right here. Super Saiyan 3 Bardock won't be able to take Jiren down even if he double supered. And LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, 7.7. Yep. So there we go. LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, very, very viciously powerful. That is a big time damage shot right there. So here we have LR Goku and Frieza. Under the constraints of their leader skill, I think this will probably be the best way to output their maximum level of damage. Their full passive will be active like this thanks to the support Tien lowering Broly's attack. They have many of their attack links active, such as Experienced Fighters, Rival Duo, and Fierce Battle, thanks to the tech base form Vegito. They don't have Legendary Power active, but that, of course, it could only be activated by another LR. It's not like there's another LR support unit or anything like that. Tech Vegito obviously also gives a 30% attack buff from his passive, and then Tien is giving a 40% attack buff from his passive on a double representatives of Universe 7 team. So, leader with LR Goku and Frieza. This will be the best attack set that they could get. 10 million. That's exceptional right there. Okay, so I've not finished recording all of the LR's attack stats. I'm doing this out of order. I'm guessing that's probably going to be the highest one that we will see. Here, let me just prove that we're on the double LR Goku and Frieza Universes of Representative team. Representatives of Universe 17. Damn, I can't talk. Well, anyway, there was LR Goku and Frieza. And there we have it. That was every summonable LR with their maximum attack stat that can be put out right now as of January 4th, 2019, in order from weakest to strongest. So keep in mind, later on down the line, you know, this year, some of these LRs will be able to hit higher numbers when new leaders come out, new category leaders, you know, new summonable LRs will come out. But for right now, this is how things are constituted with these summonable LRs. So thanks y'all for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.